So we had a sneaker drop today, 10/18, but luckily your boy got exclusive access about a week ago, Tuesday or Wednesday last week, and I want to know if the pair inside of here is as good as the original. So let's get right into it. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tim coming back at you with another YouTube video. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, I would like to say welcome, and if you guys could, please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. All that does help with the YouTube algorithm and helps boost my video to more and more people. So thank you to every single one of you guys that do that on all my videos. And like I was saying in the intro, we have another sneaker unboxing. I was given exclusive access, I believe on Tuesday or Wednesday of last week for this shoe. Now this sneaker did drop today, 10/18, at all of your local retail boutiques and tier 0 stores, as well as, you know, on the Nike sneakers app. But I'm super excited to see if this sneaker right here is as good as the original Air Jordan 1 Bred. Let's get this box out of the way. And bam, this is my first time seeing it. I didn't watch any reviews on it, so this is the first time seeing it. It is a red box. I like that they did that. I like when Jordan Brand switches up the box color. So we have an all red box with the black Nike branding. Size 12. And you might be asking, why did you get a size 12? Well, that is because this is a women's exclusive, and that is the biggest size that was available. Size 12, which is a 10.5 man. And you already know me, I'm a sneakerhead. I wear a size 10.5 to 12, just depending on how bad I want this shoe. Now this shoe in particular, I don't know if I'm going to keep it in the collection, because like I said, I have the OG leather joints, so I might not need this one, but let's see if this shoe can win me over. And let's get the first look right now. I'm going to take off the top. Boom. Oh, okay, hold on. I don't see the shoe just yet. I don't see. This is what I see. This is what I see. But this is really cool. So they give you a little Jumpman tote bag. This is cool. Kind of small. I don't know. This is kind of weird. The shoes don't fit in here, and it's really not big enough to go on your shoulder. I don't know, maybe like a little lunch bag or something like that. This is cool. I like when Jordan Brand adds little details like that. But let's get into the sneaker. I got a little hit of the color right there. But let's get the full look. Boom, bam, and oh, I'm not gonna lie, I got hit with one of the ugliest glue stains. Wait till I show you guys. Hopefully the camera can pick it up. That's not good. Nike Jordan Brand quality control. Oh, if that's your first thing you see, that is horrible. But I'm not going to let that ruin the sneaker. So like I said, we have the Air Jordan 1 Bred Satin, originally releasing I believe in 2016 or 2015, limited to like 501 pairs. Before, this pair was going for about $4,000 to $5,000 depending on your size. But now we have the women's exclusive release. So straight out the box, I'm just looking to see if we have any extra laces. There's no extra laces on this pair. Let me see this one. Okay, so this one does come with a spare pair of laces. We're doing the Nike boxes right here, and it is a red lace, so that's cool. So we have the stock black laces with the red lace, no white lace. But like I said, I'm looking for quality issues. I'm looking to see glue marks, you know, imperfections. This left shoe, or should I say the right shoe, isn't too bad. But this left shoe, the first thing I saw was this huge glue stain. I'm going to see if the camera can pick it up, but as you can see, you can kind of see it right there. It goes for right around here, all the way to right here. Not the best, but you know, I have seen worse. But let's go over some of the materials of the shoe. This is the Air Jordan 1 Satin Bred, and as you can guess, all of the upper materials is a satin material, which is dope. I like when Jordan Brand switches up the materials on some of these more popular iconic models just to give us a new flavor. We have an all white midsole. It's a pure white, super cocaine white with the red outsole, black traditional tongue, satin material as well. We have the Nike Air branding right there up top. One of my favorite details is we do have this Air Jordan 1 Wings logo, which is embroidered in. I like that detail. That's a touch of quality, elegance, fanciness. Sock lining feels A1. I'm not gonna lie, I wish we would get this satin sock lining on all Air Jordan 1s just to make it a little bit more comfy. For the insole, it is a red insole. If you guys can see that right there, we do have a red insole as well. Now for the lace eyelets, they are a little bit bigger than your traditional circles, but we do have these little punch holes just to make it look like a little bit more of quality of materials on this sneaker. Okay, and as I'm looking over the shoe, I noticed a detail that I didn't know that this shoe came with, and that is metal aglets. Yes, I know it's a little thing, but sometimes the little thing means a lot. And let me see, yes, we do have the Jumpman laser engraved in there. See, the details are just, you know, they're little, but they mean a lot. So here we have it, the OG Bred next to the Satin 1 Bred. As you can tell, not much different other than materials, and the biggest difference is the size, is because this one is 11 and this one is a 10.5. Men's right here on the left, about a half size different. So I'm going to see if I can wear this shoe. I'm going to put it on. I'm going to see how comfy it is. If not, I might have to let this one go on my Instagram, or even this might be a return at my Nike store. But other than this ugly glue mark, quality control is pretty good on here. Stitching looks good. Satin material looks A1. I love this satin on the inside of the sock lining. That's my favorite part. I wish they would have gave us a little stitch thin, just like how we have it on the OG, the size tag and some numbers right there. I wish they would have done that as well on this pair, but unfortunately we didn't. We just have the regular size tag. Some of the details that I like I said, I love this embroidered Air Jordan Wings logo. I love the tips on the end of the laces. The silver tips is a plus, and the material, you can't go wrong with satin, and always adds an elegant feature to your sneaker. Now, you guys already know on this channel I give every shoe a rating from 1 to 10, and to be honest with you guys, I'm going to have to rate this shoe from the women's perspective, because I don't think this shoe is going to fit me, and a lot of men out there size 11 and bigger are not going to be able to get this shoe. But for the women's perspective, this is a fire shoe. This is one of the best women exclusive sneakers to come out in a while, and if I had to rate this shoe, I'm going to give this shoe a solid 8.5 out of 10. Now, you know, this might be a 10 out of 10 to some of you guys, but my favorite is the Chicago. But this one right here, the satin, like the materials. Unfortunately, we do have some quality control issues. Sizing wasn't widely available for the big feet gang. Pricing is very good. Right now on StockX, this shoe is going for under retail, around $170, $180. And after taxes for me, I paid $193. So right now, if you go on some of these apps, you could be getting a deal on this shoe. So that's why when it comes from wearability, colorway, price point, I'm going to give this shoe an 8.5 out of 10. Here, if we just want to do a quick little rundown, some compare and contrasting, obviously color blocking is going to be 100% the same. Just like I said, one is going to be a satin material while the other is a leather. Now, whether you like leather or satin, that is to be up to you guys to decide. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Are you guys rocking with the satin Air Jordan 1 Bred, or would you rather have the OG leather ones? Now, this is the third variation of the OG Air Jordan 1 Bred that we've seen in the last couple of years. We have the satin, we have the leather, and then a couple years back we got a patent leather version of it. But if you ask me, like I said, out of the three, the satin, the patent leather, and the OG, you can never beat a classic. So I did just try the sneaker on. I was able to slide my foot in, I stood up, and to be honest with you guys, it is extremely tight. I know some sneakers in a size 10.5 works for me, but for this one, it's not going to work out for me. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the Instagram. I will be throwing this up on my Instagram for retail plus tax, $193 for one of you guys to be able to purchase. And if no one wants to purchase this shoe in a couple of days, I will be taking it back to my Nike store. So there you have it. That's going to wrap up today's video. If you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure you smash that like button. And if you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to check out your boy on Instagram and TikTok. Both of those links will be down in the description box below. And if you guys are looking to join up on a Discord, I would highly recommend joining up on my Discord. It's a free Discord. It's going to be the top link down in the description box below. Come through, show some love as we continue to grow out the community over there. All in all, this is a great sneaker. Let me know if you guys were able to hit this shoe for retail. What do you plan to do with it? Is it going to be in your personal collection? Are you going to hold it and hope for the resale value to go back up? Or are you guys taking it back to your Nike store? It's been your boy Tim. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.